Why is your conversion shit even though you're running ads? This video is gonna help you bring more clarity to your funnel and then help you convert more people through email marketing. The funnel I'm about to show you is gonna easily add another 10 to 50K to your MRR. Now, why should you listen to me? I am an email marketer who has generated around 5 million USD this year for my clients through email marketing. If you want me to handle your emails, just go to the description and you'll find information about me. If you're running an e-com brand and then you don't have enough systems in place, you're leaking money from everywhere. So, assuming you run ads and then people are coming to your website, what about the people who are not converting? That's where we come in. That's where you need email marketing. What basically happens is you set up a pop-up form with an incentive. Now, incentive could be 10% off, $5 off, $10 off. Based on your AOV, you can land on a comfortable incentive which you can give out, and then using that, you can take customers' emails. Now, using that, you set up some core flows or automations through ESPs like Klaviyo, Omnisend, MailChimp, whatever you prefer. Now, this is where most people go wrong. There is a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. The wrong way to do it would be to go to Klaviyo or any ESP that you use and then use templates that the software gives and then just chat GPTing everything. That would work, but not as much as you want to. The right way to do it is to first know about all the automations. So first of all, we have the welcome flow, then we have the abandoned cart and checkout. Here, most people make their second mistake is they know abandoned checkout as abandoned cart, but those two are totally different stuff. So after that, we have browse abandonment, site abandonment, and post purchase. These are the 6 core flows which you can set up in your sleep and then it will just print money on autopilot. So first, we're gonna talk about how to set up the welcome flow. So you set up the welcome flow by integrating it with the pop-up form. So whenever someone gives their email in the pop-up, they get the first welcome email. Now, you want the first welcome email to be text-based, not a design-based. That's what most beginners do. And one more thing is you don't want the first text-based to be from ChatGPT or any of the text or any of the copies to be written from ChatGPT. You want them to sound like an actual person. That's where personalization comes in. So you create an avatar and the avatar should be incorporated to your brand that shows and holds your brand value and your brand voice. So let's take an imaginary brand. Could be Nike. So we create an avatar whose name is Jordan. So the first email in the welcome flow would be like, hey, Ann Jordan here from Nike, and here is your incentive code. And if you want something, just email me back and I'll get back to you ASAP. So this here creates a one-on-one connection with the customer. So to the customers, you are not gonna look like a big corporations, rather you're gonna look like a person who wants to genuinely help them get a better product. Then we come to the abandoned cart and abandoned checkout flow. Now, the contents of the checkout and cart flow would be pretty much the same, but content-wise, you should provide them as much value and features and testimonials as possible in a 1 or 2 email sequence. So let's say the first email would be, hey, I saw you missed our product or you didn't check out. Is anything wrong? First, you reassured them that if anything is wrong, we are here to help you out. Then you provide testimonials to create credibility and to prove trust. So you provide customer reviews, you provide product features, and you provide the problems that you solve with your product. These should be across 2 to 3 emails in both abandoned cart and abandoned checkout flows. Then we have browse abandonment flow, which is basically people who viewed our product and then just went out from the website, just clicked on the cross button and then just vanished from the website. So to convert them, they are basically people who are product aware but are not feature aware. So what you need to do is educate them. So you educate them simply by providing value and educational content. So you tell them about the product, you give them testimonials from your other customers, and you target their emotions by highlighting customer stories of how they felt when using your product. Then we have the site abandonment email, which has the least amount of ROI because this is gonna be triggered when someone leaves your landing page of your website. So it's gonna be pretty simple where you ask them if they need any help, and then you showcase some of the products and the product features. And last but not the least, we have post purchase, which is gonna make or break your brand. So in the post purchase, the first two emails would be an order confirmation email and estimate delivery time of your order email. Both are gonna be text based and both are gonna be very personalized. Now, here's where most brands do wrong. They try to upsell right on the first email of post purchase. They try to sell again, but this is not how you keep customers, and it's gonna hamper your retention rate massively. What you want to do is educate them on how they can make the most out of your product. So it can be use the product in certain times, use the products with certain stuffs, or use the product in a certain way to get the most value out of your product. With this, customers are gonna think that you genuinely want to help them in their lifestyle. And this is how you bring out more retention in the long-term game. Circling back to remember when I said there's a right way and a wrong way to do email marketing, one thing I missed is the right way to do it, which is DMing me on my Instagram or Twitter, which is linked in the description.